Hey guys, Shorty Phillips here, and well, I'm going back to the closing down Blockbuster video. There's only like 3 days left, something like that. I think it closes on Friday or Saturday, so I'm going to go there, and see what the price is. As far as I've heard, it's supposed to be at $2, and that's as far down the price is going to go. Even the last day, it's going to be $2 as well, from what I've heard. So I have no idea if there's going to be anything at all left, and what will be left if it really is $2. So let's go and see what we can find at the closing down Blockbuster. Well, here we are. It's the last 6 days, so 6 more days. I can't tell if it's $2.99 or $1.99. It looks like they put a 1 there, but a 2 in the 1. So we'll see what it is inside, what the price is. Yeah, it's been a lot of like indie movies and like indie horror, which to me a lot of them are ones that I haven't, have wanted to pick up. So a lot of people would walk by these things, but to me, I'm happy to find them. Like, look at that, they still have the loved ones. Like, that is one of like the best horror films in years. Like, one of my top favorite. That was such a good one. And they still do have President's Day for $2, and I only have 1 copy, so I'll probably just buy another one to have another copy of it. Like, I can understand why something like Stripped is here. That was bad. But, like, there's some really good ones left. Stitches, Storage 24 was really pretty good. Surprising. It's a lot of the indie stuff. Like, people, I don't know. They are letting a lot of cool stuff get passed up. And I wonder what happens if they don't sell it. They just go in the trash. I don't know. They even have a bin here of, like, stuff. The Walmart $5 bin. The Mark Please Experience. Pease Experiment. Seems to be a lot of copies of the Mark Pease Experiment with John McCain. Yeah, so everything was $1.99 in there today. It was kind of crazy in there. There were people. One woman had her like little dog in there, traipsing around. This one kid was screwing around, dropping everything, and he like pulled down the entire shelf. And she's like, "Step away from there, please." That's what the mom said to the kid. The kid was screwing around. But I got some horror ones. It's just funny how many horror things are left. It's like these indie horror movies and stuff like that are ones I really like. Like, me personally, like, I prefer them to a lot of big titles. This is one, Blue-Eyed Butcher, a Sarah Paxton movie. And this is one that I, had wanted to get, but was always overpriced online. Of course, I got to get another copy of President's Day. I'm in that one. It's a real fun slasher movie. This one, a lot of people have mentioned this to me, Axe Giant. Don't know a whole lot about it, but I've heard a lot of people saying it was pretty good. This is one that was another one that was overpriced online and had wanted to see this. It's like about a group of these kids going hunting or getting killed, like all these kind of movies about, like, this is the one I want to see the most of them. Deep Dark Canyon. I Didn't Come Here to Die. It's another one that looks kind of interesting. It's like on the back, it sort of looks a little bit like the Olympic champion himself, Michael Phelps. And then the last one I got was Wreckage. This is the unrated one. This is another one. I used to see this at Walmart all the time, but it was the R-rated one, so I'm like, I don't want to get this, if it's a cut version of the movie. So anyway, though, that's all that I got at Blockbuster, and they were asking them, oh, where are some other locations? And they're like, well, the other ones, well, there's only one, and it's pretty far away, so they can't even, like, back when they were closing down, I think around last January, I believe a lot of them were closing, maybe a little bit before then. There's still a lot of locations that they could name. Now it's starting to be like it was when I lived in Maryland, and just all the Blockbusters were gone. Like, there's certain places they're just totally gone. Maryland, in like the Towson area, like everywhere within like a 100-mile radius, they were gone. But anyway, though, guys, I hope you liked the little video on the last days of the closing down Blockbuster. If I find out the other one that's not, that's semi-close is closing down at any point, of course I'll have to go in there and see what, what they have. And, you know, if I have a redder face than normal, it was hooting there. Then I went in Rubio's, you know, and every time I go there on a Tuesday, it's the busiest time ever because it's like that dollar taco or something like that. So there was all these people in there, and, you know, it was jammed. Anyway, though, guys, thanks a lot for watching, for subscribing, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.